Welcome to Yoga for Balance. Obviously, it's nighttime. The vibe is spectacular. I am expecting a really beautiful video, a really beautiful yoga journey. So let's get into it. We're going to start with some alternate nostril breathing. Okay. Right thumb, right nostril. Breathe in the left nostril. Block the left nostril. Release the right nostril. Breathe out. Inhale. Block the right nostril. Release the left nostril. Breathe out. Breathe in. Block. Release. Breathe out. Breathe in. Block. Release. Breathe out. Breathe in. Block. Release. Breathe out. Breathe in. I'm going to take a moment to do this practice myself, so take yours at your own pace. Beautiful. We are starting our Yoga for Balance sequence with balancing the brain through the breath. As always, yoga is like peak when you're using the breath to do it. I find in my own practice of doing this breathing right now that there's a point in which my breath needs to go deeper, and you shouldn't shy away from that. So we're going to take one more round. I am going to embrace to the fullest extent what my breath can do. keep going. I feel like allowing the rest of the yoga practice to do what maybe I'm desiring this breath work to do for me. So let's continue. Hands are going to come to the shoulders. You'll see that I changed my seat. I am in celibate pose. You can be wherever you need to be. Hands come to the shoulders. Lift the elbows. We're going to twist. This is actually a Kundalini move. But I think I saw it somewhere in my yoga cards too. So we're breathing in and out as we do these twists. We are listening to the breath. We are hearing the breath. Usually I would take my breath work to a more powerful level, but because it's nighttime, I'm finding that I'm using my breath more intentionally to ground, to clear, rather than to activate. All right, let's come to center. Open up the arms, twist to one side. Now, if you were in easy pose, or if you had the soles of your feet planted and your knees tented, this would be your typical yoga spinal twist. So it's not that Kundalini yoga and asana yoga are so far apart from each other. But Kundalini is like an evolution of asana yoga, where you add breath and thus movement to an asana. All right, let's bring the arms to center and we're going to twist the other way. The wall is in my way. So we're doing twists here because the spine is such an integral part of balance. We have these right and left sides, which is really what we're balancing. And between those, or through those, or along with those, is the spine. So by breathing into the spine, by working with the fascia around the spine, we activate that central column and the stability that it holds. Nice, let's come back to center. Hands come up and reach down slowly, combing the fingers through the space around you. Hands, fingertips come to the floor. So you begin to ground, sending all the energy from the arms, from the chest, through the arms, through the fingertips, into the earth. Now we are balancing with the earth. Your breath should still be conscious. Beautiful. All right. We're going to bring the legs out wide and tuck one foot into the inner thigh. So we have this one leg extended. We're going to turn the torso over the leg and fold. The toes are flexing so much that the heel lifts off the ground. We're going to fold just until we feel that stretch. And then the arms come down. And then we relax the shoulders and we relax the abdomen. We melt the chest. We allow all of the stuff here, the organs, the fascia, the lymph, the tendons, the muscles, to move gently and slowly. We're not forcing them into another position. Let's come up overhead. Switch legs. Turn the torso. Flex the toes. Pull the heel off the floor. Bend forward. When you feel that stretch, you stop. Hands come up, chest comes up. Open up both the legs. Now we're going to do some kundalini. The arms come overhead. We're going to turn and go down. Come up, turn, go down, come up. Turn, fold, come up, turn, fold, come up. Okay, now that you know the movement, we're going to add the breath. Inhale at center, exhale. Inhale to center, exhale down. Inhale to center, exhale down. Inhale, come up to center. Exhale, lower the hands to the mat, to the floor. We have a pretty strong rush of energy to the upper body, to the upper chakras here. So we really want to intentionally share that with the earth. We're balancing the front side of the body and the back side of the body. All those folds, all those lifts. All right, we're going to come to our knees, rock pose. I want you to find a way to be on your knees without them hurting. So that means, like, what are your toes doing? Are they like this? Are they like this? Which is less comfortable? Sorry, which is more comfortable? You can also explore splaying your legs out that way. That's quite relaxing for the knees. and pointing them inward. That's quite uncomfortable for me. All right. So I'm relaxing into my knees. My thighs are not tense. This is camel pose. What am I doing? We're starting in rock pose. Butt to heels. Butt to heels. Butt to heels. Okay? And we're going to breathe in and lift for 3 seconds. We're going to hold in camel pose for 6 seconds. Hold the pose and hold the breath. And then we're going to exhale down to rock pose for 3 seconds. Okay, so it's 3, 6, 3. Let's lock in and do it. All right, feet to heels, hands to hips. Inhale, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale. Sorry, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3. Inhale, 2, 3. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3. Oh, I hate that so much. Inhale, 2, 3. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3. Inhale, 2, 3. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3. And sit. Take a nice big breath in. We're going to do that once more with our arms out. Okay? We're balancing here the upper and the lower bodies. A lot of activation happening on the lower body, which is good because of all the activation we just did with the upper body. All right, hands come out. Inhale, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3. Inhale, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3. Inhale, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3. Inhale, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep going. I'm going to stop counting. And down. Beautiful. I love that. Something about doing yoga at night is like magic. It feels so sacred. Let's come to stand. All right, we're going to do arm circles. I'm going to do it on my knees though. You stand. Big arm circles. Okay, we're starting backwards. So you're standing in mountain pose and doing these arm circles. Mountain pose for balance, for anchoring, for grounding. And then we're adding the movement, which is asking us to activate the lower body to to counterbalance this movement of the upper body. And it's also asking us to activate our center channel and the back side of the body to counterbalance this movement outwards. And switch directions if you haven't already. Notice if you can hear your breath or if you stopped. Okay, beautiful. Come to stillness. We're going to do a standing balance now. Right leg. We're going to put our weight into our left hip. Weight into the left hip. Come to the right ball of the foot. Keep shifting your weight into that left hip. Lift the knee, lift the knee, lift the knee. Let's hold here. Give that left foot permission to be fully grounded on the earth beneath it. Give your left hip permission to trust the stability and the strength of the foot. Let's release the foot down, the toes come down, and then the foot slides in. Shift the weight to the right hip. Lifting that left knee so that the foot is on your toes, on the ball of your feet. And then lifting, 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 up, up, up. The weight now shifting into the right leg, the right ankle, and then allowing your right foot to take control, to lead the way, to connect as deeply as it can with the earth beneath it, and allowing that right leg to activate as per the structure and the stability of the right foot. Alright, we're going to start to lower the toes and send the leg back in. Awesome. Back to mountain pose here. I'm going to come down again. You stay in mountain pose. We're going to bend the right ear to the right shoulder. Come back to center. Left ear to left shoulder. Back to center. Right ear, right shoulder. Back to center. Left ear, left shoulder. Back to center. Right ear, right shoulder. Ooh, let those shoulders relax. Back to center. Left ear, left shoulder. Make sure you're breathing. Back to center. Go ahead and find your own pace, your own rhythm. I'm going to quiet down for a bit. Just got a nice release at that lower back. Awesome. All right, we'll bring the head to center. From your mountain pose, we're going to move into a lunge. footsteps forward. I'm slowly bending that knee, putting a bend into the knee, and then allowing my heel to lift off the ground towards the floor. I'm not coming down all the way. And then back up. Let's switch legs. Bending that front leg, bending into the front leg, bending, putting a bend into the right knee, letting the right heel lift, and the right knee drop. Back to mountain pose. Now we're going to aim for a 90-90. Okay, so we're going to aim for that front knee to come to 90 degrees and the back knee to come to 90 degrees. First we step and bend into the front leg, then we bend into the knee, and then we drop it down. Okay, got a 90 here. There's my 90. Let's bring it back up. First we push into the toes, lift that, lift that. Okay, so this is where my lunge needs to be so that I can get to that 90-90. Let's do it again. Bend the front leg, bend into the knee, and then drop it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Come on up. Let's do it again with the other side. I feel like that could be more graceful, but it is what it is. Probably a nice big lunge, but this will be our test one. Bend into that knee, bend the back knee, then begin to drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. Nice, really close. Find your 90-90. Push into the toes, lift that back knee. We'll come back to our starting point, and let's bend again. Okay, bending that front knee. Put the bend into the back knee and then drop it. Awesome. And then we're going to come down to a tabletop here. So tuck those toes, shift your weight responsibly into your hip. Maybe the hands come to the floor. And we find tabletop. In tabletop now, we'll explore a balance. This is really core balance. Lift that right knee up. Lift the left knee up. Drop it down. Lift the left arm. Drop it down. Lift the right arm. Drop it down. Lift the right knee. Point the toes. Open up that hip if you can, just for fun. Drop it down. Left knee up. Point those. Extend that leg. Open up the hip. And back down. Beautiful. Left arm lifts. Down. Right arm lifts. Down. We're going to come down to a seat. Letting all of that go, relaxing all of that. This is yoga for balance. We could really go into more of that tabletop work. Feel free to do so. But for me right now, at the time that I'm recording this, we're not going into strength training. All right, we're gonna come to sit with the legs out long. Hands come behind the hips. Release those legs completely. Strong hands, strong elbows. Push the chest up. Actually, push the pelvis forward like you're tilting your pelvis. Push the chest up. And we're going to push into our shoulders and our elbows to lift the back body. And we're going to bring it down gently, but I want you to firmly lower your tailbone onto the floor. I want you to really visualize that and feel that. Okay, let's push up again. So tilt the pelvis, puff the chest, push into the shoulder blades, squeeze the shoulder blades, Use those shoulder muscles to lift, lift, lift. And then on your way down, we're going to tap the tailbone and lift back up. Tap and lift. Remember, we're lifting the shoulders. I actually want you to really release onto your tailbone. So when I release, I'm letting my elbows go completely. And then I'm pushing into the shoulders to lift. So I'm relying on my tailbone and my upper back in that release to catch me. I'm really tucking my tailbone, really squeezing my glutes. All right, let's push up. Turn the wrists to the sides. Let's open up those legs. The knees come together. Just a little counter pose. I give the knees a nice big hug. The feet lift. We're balancing on that tailbone, on those sit bones, on your butt. Squeezing the arms, putting pressure against the knees to help that energy flow from all that arm work we just did. And release. We're going to come to our back now. Feet come up, waterfall pose. Relaxing here. Okay, now we'll come into our dead bug pose. So the feet stay lifted, the hands are going to lift, and the neck is going to lift. Your core is turning on. Release. The legs come down to relax, but they're staying lifted. We're keeping the tailbone lifted. The arms relax, the neck relaxes. We're going to push one foot out, bring it back in, push the other foot out. We're going to do these bicycles. Breathing into the core. Try and match each kick with an inhale or an exhale. Don't just kick unconsciously. Use your breath. Otherwise, you're probably doing more harm to your core than good. Send both legs out. Ooh, hold it, hold it, hold it. That's a lot. Okay, come back. We're gonna roll onto our belly for our last pose of class. Let's see. Okay, this should be okay. Cheek comes to the ground. Hands reach behind you and interlace. Interlace, okay? Like this, but behind you. We're gonna lift the hands, lift the heart, lift the head, and we're gonna hold. Balancing here on the navel. Try to lift your ribs enough so you don't have to use them to support. So you're entirely using your abdomen. relax, chin to floor. Interlace the hands again. This time we're gonna lift and lower. I'm bringing my forehead to the ground. So while these lifts aren't like a really typical part of yoga, this pose is, right? This pose is. And so we're just using this yoga pose. I think it's bow. And we're just adding breath, we're adding movement. Another dimension, actually 2 dimensions. Come on down to the floor. And we are going to have a moment for Shavasana. I think staying on your belly is a great idea, but if you want to flip over to your back, go for it. Stay as long as you need. When you're ready, unpause, and we'll close out practice together. I guess I'm ready for bed now. That's awesome. Let's bring the hands together at heart center. Give them a little gentle rub. Just reconnecting those hands with one another. Push the thumbs into the sternum. Push the sternum back into the thumbs. We'll take 2 deep breaths together into the nose. Out to the mouth. Into the nose. And out to the mouth. Finally, we'll close with Namaste after this next inhale. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me. It's such an honor. Have a great night.